Ravichandran Ashwin, Rahul Tripathi, Vijay Shankar, Devon Conway and Rachin Ravindra. All five of them put together 24 crores plus.
Sam Curran at 3, Jadeja at 4 when you have Brevis. What are you hiding Brevis for?
If I'm playing as a batsman in the 11, I will be upset. My confidence will be down if an all-rounder is going ahead of me, Pritham. Because it's my job.
What did Deepak Huda do to come back into the team when a youngster like Vansh Bedi is cooling his heels?
Probably Dubey, Ashwin, Jadeja, they are occupying the maximum number of money.
You're not going to have too much talent available because if you have not registered for the mega auction, you can't show up for the mini auction unless it's a genuine case like a Cameron Green.
Your questions are very logical, very right, but unfortunately, I don't have any answers, Pritham.
Magnificent catch. Just look at Badri now, diving into it.
Lovely shot. Kicks it over the offside. That's a good shot.
Back-to-back boundaries.
Hello and welcome to Cric It with Badri. It's another episode of Cric Debate, and this video is presented to you by DAFA News. We have Pritham with us. Hi Pritham, how are you doing?
I'm doing definitely better than the Chennai Super Kings, Badri, but being a Chennai Super Kings supporter, very, I think the right word is distraught, disappointed, and just the way the season has unfolded. I did discuss this with you during our retention show that they retained the wrong people. At the auction, they lost this IPL at the auction. I'll tell you why, and I want your opinion on it. Your players you picked at the auction didn't even play in the game yesterday. So what do you make of that? So isn't that an admission that your auction was wrong?
Yes, they have failed in the auction. Let me give you some numbers. 5 players didn't play in the 11 against SRH, Pritham. Ravichandran Ashwin, Rahul Tripathi, Vijay Shankar, Devon Conway and Rachin Ravindra. All 5 of them put together 24 crores plus. I think around if numbers are right, around 23 to 25 crores have been invested in these players and they are all sitting out. And they were the first 5 picks in the auction. And they are sitting out. That means you have failed in the auction, Pritham. It's a fact. The numbers are out there to prove it.
Absolutely, Badri. And that is, I know that Dhoni has been put in a very untenable position because he's asked to captain. I mean, it's like basically going into a fight with both hands tied behind your back. That is the kind of resources he has. But some of the decisions and startups with the coach and Fleming must be held accountable. And it's been ridiculous. Sam Curran at 3, Jadeja at 4 when you have Brevis. What are you hiding Brevis for? He's been performing in the SA T20 League. He's a youngster and he showed what he could do with that 24 ball 42. Why is Jadeja coming at 4? Why is Sam Curran coming at 3? What are these decisions, Badri? What is has Fleming lost his touch? Because that's how this 9 games of the season plus the auction has told me that maybe it's time to part ways with Fleming.
Did Fleming really have a touch? That is my first question, actually. It was, let's be honest, it was always the Midas touch of MS, Pritham. It has always been MS Dhoni all the way when it comes to CSK. But this year, some bewildering questions, actually, definitely against SRH, Sam Curran, who had no logical reason to come in at 3 and Jadeja at 4 when you have Brevis, the youngster playing as if I'm playing as a batsman in the 11, I will be upset. My confidence will be down if an all-rounder is going ahead of me, Pritham, because it's my job. I am there in the team to go and handle it. But if it gives me a signal that you're not trusting me. This is not the CSK that I'm used to seeing, Pritham. So yes, some decisions are bad. Management probably should be held accountable. Let's see. They have to take some tough decisions.
And Brevis is a player. If he's going to be a best player, given the maximum number of balls, as a CSK supporter, it pains me to see a position occupied by an IPL great. I think, and Suresh Raina is an all-time IPL 11. He'll be my number 3. He's an IPL great. And you're sending in Sam Curran. Very, very disappointing to see that from a franchise as renowned as CSK. I'll give you one more baffling decision, Badri. I don't know if you're going to be able to answer that, but I'm going to give it to you. What did Deepak Huda do to come back into the team when a youngster like Vansh Bedi is cooling his heels? And he's a tremendous 6-hitter, is Vansh Bedi. But Deepak Huda comes into the team again. On what basis?
You're right. Your questions are very logical, very right, but unfortunately, I don't have any answers, Pritham. To be honest, I'm a cricket analyst. I've been watching CSK for quite a while, played for CSK, but I don't know, actually. I don't know what exactly is the reason why Vansh Bedi has still not played a single game. I have no answer for that. And why is Huda playing? I don't know. Yes, the
And
combinations and selections have been baffling.
at 2-7, the season's in the toilet, Badri. It's over. My thought process, and I'm going to ask you this question. You have youngsters. You're saying, you played some of them, but not all of them, and not the right combination. Can we stick to a combination for the next 5 games and say, I will play these youngsters who I think are my future, and regardless of what happens with the bat or the ball, they're all going to play 5 games and see what I can get out of this to build for next season. If you're in charge of the CSK today, put on the CSK management hat and tell me, will you do that?
Yes, I think yes, I will do that, and I think CSK are already doing that, Pritham. They are 70% there because they've dropped Ashwin, they've dropped Vijay Shankar, they've dropped Tripathi, they've dropped all the underperformers. Devon Conway, Rachin Ravindra have all been dropped, and then they're playing youngsters. They are halfway, 70% there, but then a few players here and there could get a look in more. But I think CSK are already making the changes, Pritham. But let's see when they will play all of their youngsters out there and test what is there on hand. Time will answer that.
Okay, one final question for you then. Now that you have your CSK management hat on, Ravichandran Ashwin, Tripathi, Deepak Huda, Vijay Shankar, Shivam Dubey, and Ravindra Jadeja. 6 people are there occupying a lot of money, almost 60 crores. Will you release one of them, some of them, all of them to get ready for the mini auction?
Half of them at least they have to be released, because see, we say that you need to get fresh players, you need to get youngsters. They won't come cheap. So, but they have to go into the mini auction. They have to do a lot of scouting. Scouting is going to be very, very important. You have to go and see the leagues. Every league that is happening in India, you need to go and see. Every league that is happening outside of India, you need to go and do the scouting, because they have to do the work now. And then release some players. I think, yes, probably Dubey, Ashwin, Jadeja, they are occupying the maximum number of money. And then next in line come Rahul Tripathi, Huda, and Vijay Shankar. So these players have to be, some of them, at least 50% of the players have to be released to have the money to go and buy some more fresh players. I hope CSK do that.
And unfortunately, I mean, that should happen. But unfortunately, at the mini auction, you're not going to have too much talent available, because if you have not registered for the mega auction, you can't show up for the mini auction unless it's a genuine case, like a Cameron Green who had surgery. He had back surgery, so he couldn't come. So he could probably be at the mini auction if the BCC allows. And I think you got to go and get a big buy like Cameron Green. For that, you'll need the money, and
Yep.
they should get the money. Thank you for answering these questions, Badri. I think as a franchise, you're more, it's like the English Premier League, right? Franchises or any NFL franchise, the fans are the ones who make up the franchise. So now, right now, the fans are all very disappointed. It is okay. You can't win every game. You can't win every title every year. Ask
Yep.
RCB. They've never won. But you have to put a strong product out there. And this year, CSK management failed to put a strong product. And the management is ultimately accountable for putting a competitive team out there. And hopefully, they will address this next
Yeah.
season.
Yeah, Pritham. Hopefully, we can expect some changes and hope they will happen. Thank you, Pritham, for coming on Cricket with Badri and sharing your thoughts.
Always a pleasure, Badri. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Once again, this video was presented to you by DAFA News. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and press the bell icon as well. Whenever we post a video, you will get a notification. A lot more content coming away from the IPL. Stay tuned. Bye.
Thank you.